Hello everybody, my name is... Fuck!
You got this.
One more time. Hello everybody, my name is Sleepy Arena, or whatever the hell you want to call me, and I am your Dungeon Master for today's session of Circus of Dreams, a D&D 5e podcast that I run with my friends. My pronouns are they, them. Definitely wasn't crying in the pre-stream. Slash funny. We are live, and we are here, and we are queer, and we're gonna have a good time, and I was, like, so prepared. I don't have shit to promote, except for watch my streams, and keep an eye on my YouTube. I've been uploading shit again. I've been a good streamer, and Juno sat me down and yelled at me and forced me to schedule a whole bunch of odds.
You're welcome. You're welcome, chat.
Alright, I hope you're fucking ready. As recompense for you all being mean to me, I'm not doing a set order. Biba17, you're up first.
Hi, I'm B. I do a lot of stuff that you should check out. Namely, the big one at the moment is that if you are a D&D player, which, you know, I'd imagine, seeing as you're here, you might be, there's a website called the Dungeon Masters Guild. You should go there and look at the number 4 most popular DM's Guild title. It's still up there in the top 5. For subclasses Revivified. It is a project where I and a very, very out of my pay grade smorgasbord of writers, like, these people have any awards, and some of them wrote for the Critical Role 5e book. And I was just lucky to get into this group, and we all came together and wrote a project that took all of the existing 5th edition subclasses and put them into the 2024 rules. All of them. They're all in there. Literally all of them. I wrote all the bards. You should check that out. There's an affordable price option as well, and
Is that it?
It's being free. Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
I mean, also, I
Is that fucking it?
I do commissions.
Is that fucking it? You do commissions?
That's it.
Is it fucking
Yeah,
it?
that's it now.
Is it fucking it?
Yeah,
Is it fucking it? Is it
Yeah.
fucking Juno!
Oh shit, it's me.
Stop
hi.
sending me
Hi,
Instagram
chat.
reels.
I'm sorry. I am Juno Crowva. You can find me on said Instagram. I've also been on Blue Sky more. Blue Sky's great. I'm gonna be real. I don't really have anything to promote. All my stuff is on hiatus right now. You should subscribe to Sleepy Sheepy Productions, and I'm here on stream on most of the, like, planned streams. So come find me.
Is that it? Is that fucking it? Is that it?
That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it?
I'm boring this time.
Zed woman.
Oh, that's me. My name is my name is Midnight Blue. I play Daeriel. My pronouns are she, her. Daeriel's pronouns are she, they. I don't have anything to promote because I'm really cool like that. Thumbs up. You can move on to the next person. See, I'm being helpful.
Tyler.
Hey, what's going on, chat? I'm Tyler, and I apparently have, like, an established reputation for having funny, like, party trick games that I pull out in the middle of stream. Let me see what I have in my library for tonight. I got Anime Oi History, a visual novel that I apparently have 103 minutes in. That's so bad it was taken off of stream. We can play through all of it before I'm finished with my introduction. Unfortunately, for the sake of the well-being in the stream and my friends' well-being also being taken into account, my lawyers have advised me to not go through this. So let's do a quick rundown. In case you forgot, hi, I'm Tyler. My pronouns are... and I play Resident Conspiranoiac Doomsayer Martial Guy, who got a wicked bad tummy ache last stream.
Is that it?
Taylor, how does it feel to be the funniest person alive? Dog, I want to know. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna promote this treat. You want to know where all of my sense of humor comes from? You want to know how I have formulated every single funny bit. Here's what you're going to do, friend. You're going to go into your search bar, and you're going to type in twitch.tv/hack'n'snack, and you're going to watch his stream, and you're going to tell him that
Yeah! Oh my fucking god.
Shout out my best friend Justin. He's been streaming on this platform for a while now, and he's lovely and wonderful. And you should all take the time out of the day, the next time that you happen to see him streaming, I know he's not right now, to pop in and say hello and interact with him, because I guarantee you it will be a worthwhile experience. And also, he's where I get a lot of my bits from.
I also went to high school with him.
I also went to high school with him, but I feel like that goes without saying because I've known him for upwards of 25 years.
God. The passage of time.
Strange, the passage of time. Okay, that's it.
We've known each other
I don't
for
know.
over
Go
10
play-
years!
Go play Five Nights at Freddy's or something. That's my
Back to
professional
introductions.
routine for this week.
Girlfriend!
Hello. It's me. I got a speedrunner. We all die. Hi. I'm Bubbly Tarts. I use she/they pronouns. I play Phoebe the party rogue. She's a little angry seal and she uses she/her pronouns. Things to promote. I have commissions. I'm very busy with school, so there's a little bit of a backlog, but I do emoji commissions if you want yourself, or your characters, or your friends with permission. Turned into little emotes you can use on Discord or Twitch or other places, or as profile pictures. Give me money and I'll do that for you. They're very cheap. But there's the backlog. I'm so sorry. Other things to promote. I don't have a lot going on right now. Currently there are inconsistent videos going out for Realm Jumper, which is the show that I made. It's a funny multiverse show about found family and silly shenanigans and definitely no dark things happening in the background, no mysteries to solve. The first season finished over the summer. Season 2, I don't know when that's coming out, but you should go watch that. It's cool. People worked on it. Love the people who worked on it. But currently there's not a whole lot going on for it, which is the great time to catch up. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot I'm doing. Again, school very busy right now. More things in the future, maybe, if I get free. That's it. I think I forgot something. I'm good.
Pog, awesome, pog, awesome, pog, awesome, pog. That means I gotta start session. Let me swap the music over. No more funny footsteps. That's not what I... No, this is not what I want on my stream. This is not what I want on my stream. I almost put it on the screen. Okay. Shut the fuck up, funny footsteps.
No longer will the footsteps be funny.
Also, blessing and a curse. Nintendo makes their own music platform. Awesome, great, amazing. It's not a web platform. Tragic. Why are you still not doing the thing that I need you to do in the way that I need you to do it, in the way that I want you, in the way that I need you?
And I miss you.
No.
So true. Good
Nah,
bit,
you-
Bubbly Tarts. You redeemed yourself.
I redeemed myself.
That was good.
That was good. What?
They did it, guys. They redeemed themselves. Woo! We did it. We can take down the sign that we have hung up that goes 0 days without bad bits.
Hell yeah.
We did it, guys.
Okay,
We
that might be a
saved
little.
the
That might be
city.
a little quick.
Oh my god.
There we go. Not midnight. Daeriel's head was getting cut off.
That's not good.
No,
I don't like it
that.
when my head gets cut off.
I don't like it when your head gets cut off. Though, speaking of things getting cut off, the last session, we ended on a bit of a cliffhanger. You were traveling through the continent of Nevrin, a wasteland that has been beset upon just by magical radiation due to a war that happened thousands and thousands of years ago. And as you're traveling, making your way to the capital city so that you can, perform as the circus is one to do, the ground underneath the self-building tracks crumbled and broke away. And the train and everyone in it fell and crashed. And you all find yourselves coming to, there's noises, there's screaming, there's talking outside, it's less panicked screaming and more like, are you okay? Where are you? Regrouping. As the train is now inside of a giant cavern. What is all of your immediate reactions to this truly devastating moment?
I think Spirit just wants to, if I remember correctly, he was just kind of chilling in his room area of the train. Just try to get out and get a lay of what's going on, I think.
Yeah, I think Daeriel's a little bit, definitely, like, jumps and, like, goes, oh, poking her head out, like, oh, this is the job I have to do.
I want to chalk up... Oh, please,
I was
go
just...
ahead.
It's very, very short. Phoebe is looking around for if someone's going to tell her what to do, otherwise she is not the biggest or strongest person here, so she's assuming that she can't help. She will eventually make her way outside, but she's assuming that she's not going to get recruited for it unless someone tells her to.
I'm gonna say that Guy's inherent fight or flight survival response kicks in, and in the midst of passing by everyone in an effort to, get out, he's checking people for injuries, he's trying to get a lay of the land.
And finally, Chris.
That's general sort of vibe.
Yeah. I think that just leaves Chrysanthemum.
Oh man. I think we had said that Chris was about to talk to everyone when everything happened, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Chris had finally worked up the nerve to try and say something, and then just everything happened. I think they're gonna look and make sure everyone's okay, and I think that's what they're doing. I think they've fully taken up. They have their pink clipboard from the olden days, and they're just trying to take a head count, I think.
Yeah, you all are sort of doing what you can in this effort. There are wounded. Not everyone. No one is grievously hurt. There was enough magical protections and wards on the train itself that you notice it is not perfectly intact. It is not currently usable as a train, magic or otherwise, but it is better than it should be, and people are better than they should be. And there is panic and there is confusion, and you all see an approaching figure, parasol out to protect her from some of the still settling dust. Alabaster, seeing you all already grouped up, you see her sigh, kind of reassured. Oh goodness, you're all here. I was worried I was gonna have to search for you.
Is everything all right?
I would love to say that it is, but considering that we just crashed through a hole in the ground, I would say no, Spirit. Things are not all right. However, in the dust and confusion, we were approached by a rather important figure, and I need my security detail with me while I handle the encounter.
Of course.
You need us to do actual security?
I
And that's what we're
do.
getting paid
This
to
woman
do,
seems
so.
very dangerous, and I think I need bodyguards.
Yeah, bodyguard. Sure, yeah.
We can do that.
Don't worry, we got lots of folks helping around, she says, looking over. It's a bit of a madhouse. There seems to be more scrap metal on the ground than train, which is odd.
So we hit something.
Presumably. Especially with how rusted a lot of it is. You do see there are wounded. You see Jem picking up one of her arms that kind of popped off.
Oh.
She's trying to reattach it. Crystal body and all that. Tulio's...
There's a temptation for Chris to go check on it, but they do nothing.
Yeah, you see Tulio helping out with basically any of the freaks or animals that were being transported in the cages, or helping get brought to a safe area or contained so they don't run off. But Alabaster kind of guides you all over to where just an open area of cliff. This cavern being so massive that it expands into an even bigger one, and there is indeed like a kind of a sheer cliff face. And you notice a connection of wires and like pulleys and bridges all across this massive sprawling cavern. And then you hear footsteps approaching. They're heavy and clawed. And you all turn around and you see this massive woman, at least 7 feet tall, in a varial, covered in bones, her massive vulture wings kind of hanging over her like a cape. She wears a ratty tank top and pants that are just covered in stains and trinkets. And you're all the people that just crashed into my home. She cracks her knuckles. Well, crash is an awfully devastating word. I would call this an accident. She just quirks an eyebrow.
Quite frankly, I'd chalk up mismanagement like this to the capital. I don't think this is an us sort of thing. I think this is a pretty run-of-the-mill tragedy, given what life out here is like.
She spits on the ground in front of you. The capital ain't got nothing to do with us down here. And I can't exactly call this a well-meaning tragedy when you just crushed not only my home, the homes of some of my people. Do you know who I am?
Afraid not.
She steps forward, expands her wings. I'm the Vulture Queen. And you found your way to the nest. Well, Miss Vulture Queen, it is absolutely wonderful to meet you, Alabaster Tourmaline, ringleader of the Circus of Dreams and, head of operations and management. And she holds out a hand as if this is not the most intimidating person you've ever seen.
Spirit is standing very close to Alabaster. Just a pace behind.
The Vulture Queen raises an eyebrow and, shakes her hand. Well, clearly, we are the intruders here. We are the, invaders of your space, and I would love to just, pack up our things and get out of here. No, 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 no. You don't just get to pack up and leave after something like this. Your train would make wonderful material. Scrap for our homes. But I am not above deals. You requested a parlay after all. It's the only thing that saved you from a hostile takeover. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Why don't you state your terms and conditions, as I actually have some business to attend to, and these 5 can take care of it for you.
We can?
Well, of course you can.
Yes.
I need to go make sure that everyone else is alright, and if this kind woman is setting up some deals with y'all to make sure that, we can keep things up and running, then I'd like to go do that. And then Alabaster kind of leans in and pulls you all in. And in case she decides to double cross us, I need to make sure that we are properly fortified.
Understood. It will be done.
Oh, thank you. I knew I could rely on y'all. She pinches your cheek.
He smiles.
She looks back at the Vulture Queen, waves. So any business dealing y'all need to do, you can do 3 through these 5. I need the rest of my staff at the moment, but I'm sure that they are absolutely capable of whatever job you may need them to do. As she walks off. The Vulture Queen just kind of stares.
How may we assist you, or otherwise, repay the debts, then, that we owe your town?
I'm gonna cut the shit, kid. If I have to hear any more of that saccharine bullshit, I'm gonna throw up.
Look, circumstances are a tragedy aside. Something about all this seems awful fishy, don't you think? I mean, just look at the general debris around all of this. This doesn't seem like our doing. Obviously, foul play's got to be involved here.
I think I know as to why you all fell through. But the debris, she says, using one of her clawed feet to pick up what looks like a picture frame, is my home. As in my literal house that you crushed with your train. She kind of throws it at your chest, Guy.
Guy, being a scrawny string bean, topples over.
But for me to divulge any of that...
Baby bro.
She puffs up her wings and takes a step towards you, Phoebe.
Never mind, she ducks behind another person.
Coward.
Promise we are not here to cause any trouble, at the very least any more trouble than we already have.
You're all plenty trouble, I can tell by looking at you. Bunch of circus freaks crashing into my home. You're lucky I got a soft spot for freaks. But before I can let you in on any of our secrets, before I can let you in on what I know, before I can really get you to help me figure out what the fuck is going on around here, you need to earn the trust of my people. I can't trust outsiders with anything, so you need to become insiders. I'm gonna give you 5 till the end of the day to earn the approval of my crew. And if you don't... She does a finger over the neck. Understood.
Yes, I think that is well within something we can do. We're all very likable, right?
What does it mean to be part of your crew?
You've made it to the nest. We're people that everyone's chewed up and thrown away. Doesn't matter where you're from. The floating city, the capital, any of the little outcroppings here and there. If you're not wanted, you end up here. Underground. Safer than wandering the wastelands. You're less likely to get irradiated then.
Yeah, I agree with all of your perspective and sentiments, but also this debris is crushing my ribs.
She rolls
Come on,
her
guys.
eyes.
Spirit will walk over and take the picture frame off of his chest.
Not my best moment, I'll admit.
She walks up to you, Guy, grabs your chest, like your shirt with her foot, and lifts you up. Stand
Put him
up.
down.
Hey, come on! One wastelander to another here. I understand that things could certainly be better out here right now.
You got no spine for an outsider. Or an insider.
I have a very good reason for that, I assure you.
Enlighten me.
Survival instinct?
Your survival instinct should be to bite back when you're pushed, boy. She kind of shoves you forward.
The last thing that I have any intention of doing is biting anyone.
You're one of us.
Save that for the shambling mounds of flesh of undead.
You saying you're one of us, then I need to see that bite. You need to show those undead you can kill before they kill you, can't ya?
Look, you're not wrong, this whole situation's got my brain all fumbled.
Oh, I don't give a shit about the train now. I give a shit about you saying you're one of us already. If you're an outlander, I need you to prove it. Couple layers of dirt and rust don't prove nothing.
You seem very passionate on this point.
I'm passionate about my people. If this idiot's implying he's one of us, then I want to see him prove it.
You keep saying we have to prove it. I want to know what to do.
I'm gonna call over two of my boys. Two of the people I trust most. They'll have you help out around the city, around the town with the cleanup. That'll be enough for us to see if you're good people or not. If you're good people, then we can all sing Kumbaya and I'll give you your next task. If you're shit people, then I'll need you all to prove your worth. Because I can't have weak little worms going out and solving our problems. It'd make us look weak. And if you're scum, then we're gonna kill each and every last one of you. Understood?
Crystally.
That's what I thought. I'll give it to the worm, however, she says, looking at Guy. He's the only one properly dressed for a place like this. Maybe the little one.
Grr.
Better than the rest of you prissy prances. I knew circuses were full of clowns, but I didn't know you stayed in makeup the whole time. She says, looking at Spirit.
He just smiles. Well, if looking the part is step one to earning your trust, then that is something we can certainly do.
Oh, so now you think you can perform your way through this? I was insulting you. You mocking me.
Oh, I know. Not mocking, simply engaging in some friendly banter, my friend.
Ugh. Performer types, I can't stand them. She kind of looks you all over one more time and rolls her eyes. Any more questions? Any more concerns? Banter?
You've made your point. Let's just help however we can.
She whistles. And two people appear in two very different ways. The first one, you see some goo drop from the ceiling, then followed by clatters and clanks as a plasmoid falls from the ceiling, kind of congealing and coalescing in front of you all.
Oh, they look so sick. What the hell? Sorry.
And then you hear, was that the go-to? Woohoo! As a grappling hook shoots into the ground from next to you guys, and a man descends from a higher outcropping. A tiefling man, a green tiefling man with, like, orange hair. He's scruffy, he's got big goggles on, he's missing teeth. Scrapper, Mutt, take care of these idiots. Report back to me. And I'll write their names down for y'all so you can remember.
Yippee. They look so cool. I love them.
Yeah.
Thank you. The idiots.
The silly guys. I'm obsessed.
The silly guy.
They've said one line.
Mutt is eyeing you all angrily. Does not seem entirely pleased by your presence. Scrapper is like, oh, right, let's go. So, you're here to prove to us that you ain't pieces of shit so that I don't get to turn your train into scrap, even though I really want to turn your train into scrap. Look at that beaut!
Yes, it's quite the thing of beauty, is it not? From my understanding, our conductor crafted it themselves.
Well, I'd love to tear it apart. And Mutt kind of steps in. But we are going to be giving you all a chance first, so we'll hold off on the appraisal.
Much appreciated, friend. Spirit. He will hold out his hand.
Mutt shakes your hand. It is a mix of slimy and hard and rough, as half of their hand, like half of their body, is like those crusted over pieces. Oh, they both use he, him. Sorry.
No, you're good.
They are the boys.
The funny guys.
The boys TM.
That's awesome.
They are her boys.
Good.
I also just love to referring to things as the boys. I do it in like everything multiple times. Alabaster has her boys. Effie has her boys. Love boys. Shout out to boys.
Love you, boys.
I think before we get into the skill challenges, with the introduction of Mutt and Scrapper as the Vulture Queen is walking away. It almost didn't play the noise. I was gonna be so sad. We got a subscription today.
I forgot about that.
Boy.
I'm so scared.
I forgot about the subscription.
I didn't.
Damn.
Alright, chat, let's shuffle this up good.
I hope
See
y'all
what
are having
happens.
fun though. I hope y'all like the funny characters around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good vibe. Funky desert. Underground.
I pulled teleport 3 miles in a direction of your choosing.
That's,
Oh.
I can pull the next one.
Pull
That
the
was just
next
a
one.
thoughtful.
If only because
funny
I
as it
realized we
would
never
be-
assigned it to a person. So even though it
Yeah.
would be funny and I would be willing to fuck one of you guys off into the stratosphere.
The next one says
Expanding
turn
the
to stone for.
wasteland.
The next one says turn to stone for 6 hours. Jesus Christ. All right.
Where's
Should I pull one more time?
one more? Shuffle the deck and then pull one more,
All
and
right.
we'll go with it. And if if it targets one person, I'll roll a dice.
Sounds good. I am just sort of shuffling it around. We got stones fall from the sky for 2 hours.
Stones?
Stones fall
We
from
are in
the
a cave.
sky for 2 hours.
I won't make it 2 hours, but I'll take advantage of this. And here's your first fucking skill challenge. As-
Rocks fall, everyone
Sounds about
dies.
right.
As quite
Rocks
literally,
fall, everyone
rocks
dies.
fall. Everyone is in danger of dying. I feel like I should change the music to something more like upbeat for rolling to avoid rock fall. Oh, it's a pirate. I hate that the first thing that popped in my brain was Nemo's theme. I don't want Nemo's theme for this.
No.
I need to
That's
mostly because I
probably
need to
happy.
save Nemo's theme.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Say it like that.
Please still be on YouTube. Yes!
Good.
Beautiful.
So, we have a skill challenge. For those who don't know, I'm going to ask each of my players to make a check of their choosing to try and avoid what's happening. This is a fun little tutorial. We rolled an extra one for the table. So, you get to tell me what skill you're rolling. There are going to be multiple skill challenges this episode, so I'm going to also implement the rule. Once you use a skill, you specifically cannot reuse that skill for other checks.
Got you.
Okay.
Can
You
we-
can also
Can we
use...
Oh, you were about to hit that same point.
Yep, I was gonna say, you can also use things like spells for advantage, but you need to properly justify it to me. You can't just say, I cast Fireball, and expect me to take that heart emoji. You gotta sell me on it, and because you have to make multiple checks, I'm not gonna be afraid to say no.
That is fair.
Alright.
I suppose I will go first, because I was just checking through my things. It is specifically a skill challenge, you said.
Yes.
Okay, then this does not apply.
So
'cause that's for
ideally you will
dex
be
saves.
ideally you will be rolling some sort of check to
Not you. Okay.
deal with with the situation. Oh, I can
I'll still use this as flavor. Basically, because of his funny, cat boy powers, I think. I'm sorry, my brain didn't have a better way of putting it. I think a lot of spirits' senses are just a little bit more on edge. And so his reflexes are a bit faster, and I'm just gonna go simple and do an acrobatics, try to avoid the rocks.
All right, roll that for me.
Okay. Cool. Well, I get +5, but I rolled a 5 on the die, so that's a 10.
That is not gonna pass. You unfortunately are unable to dodge the rocks. Automatically just giving you a poor impression. As you see, Mutt is easily kind of just gooping and glorping their body around the falling debris. And Scrapper has a giant fucking monkey wrench and is just smashing any rock that comes close to hitting him.
I think it's the thing where Spirit sees one rock falling straight towards him and jumps right into the path of another rock without realizing it.
That makes sense. Who's
He
next?
gets squished.
I'm thinking. I'm big thunkin' over here.
Alright, mayhaps thematically appropriate. Being that guy is from this particular stretch of the region, I feel like it would make sense for him to be accustomed to some of the bullshit that goes on, especially when it comes to environmental circumstances. Could Guy roll... I mean, we're inside of a cave, there's falling rocks and debris. A survival check would make sense to maybe, let's say, track the pattern of the rocks based off of how they're falling, you know, the size of the rock, the different ways that they're interacting with the environment, the general trajectory. I'm using a lot of big words to say, hey, can I make a survival check?
Of course you can make a survival check. I love that reasoning.
Alright, so I do have a +7, so that's reassuring, and I'm all long rested up, so we got as many knowledge from a past life and lucky, and Pact of the Talisman sitting in my back pocket as I possibly can for these rolls. So, survival! That is a 15.
A 15 passes. I will also warn you all that the checks are going to get progressively harder. So we're starting off DC 13, but it will increase with every skill challenge you do.
Alright, fair.
I have a justification for a non-skill use here, for advantage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Aetheral. I can just go gaseous form for a bit.
Yeah, I will have you roll, you know, would you want that to be like Arcana? Would you want it to be like just a flat Constitution check to see if you can like keep your cool while the world explodes around you?
Yeah, we can just make it a con check. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'll let you make a con check. You could. Important to say, it's mostly because there is no like straight up Constitution skill. So you know.
Yeah. 14.
14 passes because I said the DC was 13.
I don't have anything fancy for this. I think that I'm just a speedy little rogue. I may also just do an athletics check.
You going for
Just trying to
athletics?
move
So
around.
strength?
What was that? What was that very
Athletics, you
last
said?
bit? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wait, no. Athletic. Fuck. I was stupid. I said athletics. I meant acrobatics.
Okay, so you do want to do acrobatics. Okay. That's why I
I
asked.
do want to do acrobatics. I was stupid. And then my brain caught up too late. I'm rolling an acrobatics check. 13 on the die.
13 on the die, that is a pass. Finally, Daeriel.
I think Daeriel is gonna use her quarterstaff to kind of bonk some rocks out of the way as she runs for it.
Ooh.
Is that an athletics? Do you want me to make a weapon attack?
You know, I'll let you make a weapon attack if you want the problem solved to be a weapon attack with a quarterstaff. I think I can allow that because that's still basically a skill check.
That would be a 17.
That is a pass. All right. With just one failure, you all collectively pass. And everyone but Spirit is able to successfully dodge the rocks. Mutt kind of stands over you, just like, could be better. as Scrapper walks up and just fucking smashes the boulder that, let's say, crushing your tail. It's like, oh, give the mate a break. Look at him. He's not built for this kind of life. Little noodle boy.
Spirit's ear flicks. Yes, it appears I did not see that one coming. Thank you.
But Mutt will walk up to you, Guy, kind of with a little vested interest, just like, so you may actually be one of us yet. That was impressive.
Look, it's like I told you, I'm experienced with this sort of thing. It's a latent, inherent survival instinct. I get it. I'm not like you guys. I'm a coward, and I'll be the first person to tell you that. But you gotta put a little bit of faith and trust in me, I guess.
Oi, don't take what Volty said a bit too seriously. He's just trying to make sure everyone ends up alright. He kind of pats you on the Scrapper, hard pat on the back.
Gotta say though, man, excellent application of that grappling hook. Think you might be able to point a guy in the direction of one of those?
Oi, mate, do a good enough job and I'll make you one.
I think that's motivation enough. If, living to see the end of the day wasn't.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there is a non-zero chance we'll have to kill you if you turn out to be total shite heads, but I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon. You look like good people.
I appreciate your brutal, scathing honesty.
It's survival, mate. You should know that.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Mutt, meanwhile, is just rolling their eye at this, just like, my fucking god. Alright. They start leading you into the city. Though they both had their cool dramatic entrances, not but, like, I'd say 20 feet away is a bridge leading into kind of, like, the little caverns and the... You know those, like, cities that are built into, like, cliff walls? This is that, but, like, in a cavern, and so you kind of have I could, like, draw it. I'm, like, having trouble explaining it.
I get what you mean, though.
Yeah. And there's bridges and pulley systems to kind of, like, get people from place to place. All leading to, like, different rooms that are holes in the wall. And caverns that have been dug out. But now to get into the plot, to give you guys the home advantage, the first check is actually getting to be... The first check is free play, essentially. The first check is you are being let into the city proper, and you are given full reign to just, like, find people, find buildings, find, like, little buildings with air quotes. Do what you can to help out the people of the nest. Like, helping people cross, helping manage supplies, do you help out at, like, a general store? I'm giving you all the floor here. This is your one freebie before the checks get a bit more specialized. Because this is technically how we were supposed to start it, but it's fine. The cards be carding.
Ooh, I have a fun one.
Ooh.
So, hear me out. I have sleight of hand.
Yes.
Could I try to find some sort of, in quotes, scrap from where the train crashed and give it to them as a, hey, I got this thing for you. You wanted part of the train, I'm giving you part of the train. We probably don't need this part.
So you... Okay, that's fucking hilarious. You want to roll sleight of hand to give to smuggle train parts.
That is really
to
funny.
try to gain their favor. Yeah, it's my best stat. I want to use it.
I think that's fucking incredible. Approved.
I will roll that. Phoebe, no! That's a total of 9.
9. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I rolled a 3 on the dice. My modifier's a +6.
I'm so
Oh.
sorry. That's
It's okay,
rough.
Phoebe, you fucking idiot.
Damn.
Phoebe, you go to, like, steal some train parts, and Scrapper's, like, really excited once you tell him what you're doing. He's getting all hyped up. He's like, yeah, go do it. And then, as you're going to steal, because you're like, I'm very good at stealing things, there is a puff of cigarette smoke blown into your face.
No!
And what do you think you're doing? As you see the face of Saray glaring at you.
You know that thing that cats do when they get upset where their ears go straight back?
Mm-hmm.
She makes that as a facial expression and starts taking little steps back. I was coming to see how things were going.
Coming to see how things were going. Most people look with their eyes, not their hands. Do you know what you were touching?
A train?
Part of the engine. Are you perhaps turning tail on us, little one?
No, I was trying to help things speed things along.
We have no need for a little thief. Run off. I have better things to do than deal with you.
She scampers back.
Scrapper kind of pats you, like, oh, maybe next time, mate.
She's so sad.
I appreciate the moxie, though, and now that I know that that's part of the engine, I know what parts to scrap first if I take this thing apart.
Uh-oh.
Alright, who's next?
So we're just trying to earn favor of the people, right?
Yep, earn favor. This is your free play. This is your how do you whatever you want to do, however you want to justify earning favor here.
Excellent. I think Spirit's just gonna do a performance. Get the boost the morale of people in this little town. Doing a little drum thing.
Alright, roll
I'm sorry,
performance.
Yes. Okay, that is much better. 26? Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct.
Holy shit, Spirit. What the fuck?
I got a +10 to performance.
Hot
Riz.
damn.
Riz.
I think I'll make it a fun scene, fun little experience. You walk into one of the high traffic bridges, like it is the equivalent of their main street. It kind of connects two of the bigger like gathering hubs, and it also has a couple of ladders connected to it. It's essentially a big platform in the middle of everything. And you start drumming. You start drumming your little heart out, and at first people are kind of eyeing you curiously, and then another person, a tabaxi woman, sees you, and she nods. She starts nodding her head along, and she starts banging on some barrels to kind of match your
this is
rhythm.
fun.
And then some kids who's got some like pans and stuff walks by and starts banging on the pans, and you just get like a whole chorus of people just starting to fucking scrap band with you.
Hell yes, that's exactly what I wanted.
And you start a little scrap band flash mob sort of deal. I don't know what
Amazing.
the band equivalent of of a flash mob is.
We're having a good time. We're throwing a little party.
Throwing a little shindig.
Yeah.
Underground scrap shindig. That's good. That's a pass.
Yippee.
So for this round, you got a pass and a fail. Midnight.
Yeah, I got an idea. I was trying to think if there was something different, but I think we're just gonna go with turn 2. Daeriel is a cleric. Is there anyone injured? We're going to go help. We're gonna go to the medical tent. We're gonna be rolling some medicine over here.
So smart. This is a nuclear wasteland. There's a medical wing.
Okay.
People
luck,
ain't
boys.
great.
That's a 14.
That is a 14. That is exactly the DC from what it was raised.
Oh yeah.
So I'm giving you all little scenes. You're in this little medical wing, and there's a little girl. Her hair's tied in braids. She's a little elf. And you walk up to this little elf girl who's been coughing something nasty. What do you think the prognosis is?
Coughing very nastily. Oh. Sleepy. How far do you want me to go?
As far as you want, I guess. But just make sure it's still a success. Are you giving this
Right,
child
I think-
tuberculosis?
I was not going to give the child tuberculosis. That's probably a bad idea. I think Daeriel is gonna like take a look at her and like. I think it's one of those times in like. I don't know, speaking for myself, but it's one of those times where like you get to deliver news that's a lot less bad than you thought it than the people thought it was. Like I imagine her parents are like, oh, she might have caught like some sort of like terrible, endemic sickness. If there's a lot of radiation around, and Daeriel checks her eyes, nose, and goes, I think she's just got a cold. I think she's just got the flu. I guess lots of rest and warm fluids, and I think we'll all be good to go.
The parents just kind of look at each other, just like, oh, our last kid, when they started coughing, turned green and grew another arm, so we were worried it was more of that.
I think we're safe here.
And the little girl kind of tugs on your arm, Daeriel. Can you do a checkup on Mr. Dolly too? She like holds up a little plush toy that has like a torn arm.
Daeriel nods as this is a very serious request, obviously, and he goes, of course. And like she takes her time showing off all the. I don't know if if Daeriel has access to any medical equipment, but I imagine the whole check out the the whole routine,
He broke his arm in a scrapper raid.
Oh, well, I'm sure he'll be getting it. I'm sure we can apply some magic and we'll get him back to normal just as soon as we can.
Yeah! Magic is awesome! She immediately starts coughing as she instantly overexerted herself. I'm okay.
Hey, you have a good rest now. You and Mr. Dolly need a good rest.
Thank you, lady. Alright. And that just leaves Guy and Chrysanthemum.
I will go next because I feel like Guys is gonna be cool. I'm gonna Okay, so I have a high insight. So I feel like I might be able to do a thing of like Chris is going around with the clipboard and asking people what they need. Um, and doing that with a mix of like not the probing kind, but the latent detect thoughts to like, be like, oh, okay, I understand this, or like even if someone's being like a little not forward with the information, the mix of that and detect thoughts can kind of get them to the point of like, okay, I understand what you mean, I know what you want here, and then like kind of make that happen. So insight to get like a good list of needs from the people.
Okay, okay. And then you wanted to boost that with magic, or is the magic more for
Yes.
flavor? Okay.
Boost it with magic. I will burn a second level spell slot on it because that's the only level slot I have detect thoughts at.
All right.
So that's insight with advantage. 19 and 322.
Jesus, yeah, you're good. You're kind of going around, you're asking the people what they need. And I feel like you just compile this like massive list that you can bring back to the Vulture Queen as she's kind of gone back to taking over for daily life. And of course the very panicked people because what the fuck, a train fell from the sky.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2 more seconds. There we go. I was overheating. I had to take my sweater off.
You're good.
And she kind of sees you approaching and she just tilts her head. Just like, what do you need, kid?
I set to getting a list of needs from the people together, and I have that here for you.
And how do you know what we need? How do you make this list? She says, looking it over.
I asked.
And they told you. Nice work, top grounder.
I do my best.
Rolls her eyes. Don't smile at me like that. Just because you
Never
did
dream.
one good thing doesn't mean I'd trust you.
Never dream of it.
You circus freaks in your dreams need to focus on reality. That's what's in front of you.
Oh, my friend, you and I agree more than you'd think.
Kind of gives you a look before we move on to Guy.
Okay, so when we initially arrived at this section of the city, you said that most of the infrastructure was built directly into the side of like almost like a cliff, like a mountainside kind of.
Yeah, but like underground, big
like
underground,
an
cavern.
underground, like the inner workings of a cave. Like
yeah.
Okay, and you said there was a lot of like interlocking pulleys and lever systems.
Yeah, and bridges and ladders to help people get around.
Bridges, ladders, that's what. Okay, good. And you did say initially that when the train crashed into this collection of cave systems, that there was at least a considerable amount of damage that had, been enacted because of the accident.
Yeah, the house of the leader, and then a couple of smaller like buildings nearby, like some of the few structures that aren't built into cave walls.
Okay, because initially I was going to say if the damage had reached far enough, Guy was going to take this opportunity to examine some of the pulley systems, the levers, just to make sure that everything was functioning accordingly. The circus has already dealt more than enough damage to these guys because of this unforeseen instance of, intruding on their territory because of the accident with the train. Long-winded way of saying, can I go make a perception check on, let's say, some of those maybe smaller scale lever and pulley systems to make sure that nothing was damaged in a way that would directly impact the infrastructure.
Hell yeah! Make a perception check to see if you can do a tune-up.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a perception check. So I do have a +7 to that. So that's reassuring. +7.
+7.
That is a 13. Before I go adding any additional benefits.
Is there anything you can add?
There are quite a few things I can add.
I would suggest adding something, as the DC is 14.
Okay, the DC is 14. Okay, then Pact of the Talisman, I quite literally cannot fail this check. Because Pact of the Talisman lets me add a D4, so if I just roll 1D4, it's a 2, so that's a 15 now.
Awesome! A 15's good. A 15 passes. The 15 mattered, as for this round, I think you guys were in a... I don't know, it didn't matter for this one, but it's still good. You look around, and you don't... Luckily, it doesn't seem like that anything happened to the pulley systems while you were, from the crash, but you actually find, like, some fundamental, like, damage. Things that you would have prepared for, say if you were, you know, defending for a system like this, that just kind of got overlooked due to time or age.
We'll say, just for sake of flavor, as Guy is in the midst of kind of a very... To anyone else, he looks wildly suspicious in that he is off by himself, closely examining pieces of crucial infrastructure that members of this particular cave denizens is the word I'm gonna use for, like, regular means of transportation, whether that be of goods and supplies or of just people in general. But, like, he notices things like, you know, maybe, like, broken or loose planks or rope that's starting to wear down, screws that are coming unloosened just by the significant strain over time. And in his own very Guy way of handling it, he kind of rummages through all of his possessions and just kind of pulls out, like, any odd manner of, in much the same way that the Raven Queen, Crow Queen...
Vulture Queen,
that was what her name was, I'm so sorry.
You're fine, there's a lot of bird queens in D&D.
There are a lot of bird queens. I realized, I was like, that's not the Raven Queen, shit. Just begins kind of rummaging.
She does have a raven skull, like, she's got two of them on there.
I think that's what threw me off there, yeah. Probably in much the same way that the Vulture Queen kind of keeps all these knickknacks on her person. Guy reaches into his satchel and begins retrieving odd trinkets and knickknacks that he's picked up in his own travels, and uses them in a kind of a weird, impractical sense to, you know, give them makeshift reparations.
I think Mutt sees you doing this, and sees you being a sussy baka, and is, like, on the defensive, and is, like, walking up to you, and is getting their more stony fist ready to kind of pound you into the dirt. And the moment they walk up close enough to where he can, like, fucking destroy you, he stops as he notices what you're doing. And kind of leans in a little, just like, when did that happen?
Couldn't tell ya, but honestly, I'm just glad that I spotted it when I did. Infrastructural failure like this could have been wildly detrimental to the overall survivability of all this cave's denizens. And honestly, I'm just glad that I had some old rusty knickknacks lying around amongst my possessions that I could use to patch things up a little bit. Honestly, I'm more impressed with how it is you've got all this running. It's a really intricate system, but it all comes together so cleanly to make such a functional means of transportation.
Thank you. I mean, I value the work I do in keeping things organized around here. Did you perchance notice any other things in need of repairs?
I picked up a few things here and there. I know I'm, not exactly the most trustworthy-looking guy out there, but I've got a keen eye when it comes for ramshackle amalgamations of scrap heap metal and loose boards, old rope, rusty nails. Every little bit of brick and mortar makes a more solid wall. Or I guess in this instance, every little piece of grimy scrap metal and loose debris makes a better fortification.
He nods and smiles. I wholeheartedly agree. And the two of you can kind of work together on that for a bit. Your fun little project together.
Right.
And that's another success. Let's go. Y'all succeeded that round. I feel like I want some new music for this next section. Is you're all actually brought back to the plane? You guys didn't hit a tower, you fell through a hole.
Wait, Jesus
Why?
Christ.
Why?
Oh
Why?
my
The worst part was I already got today.
Oh, you already got today? I thought I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
hit
a
your
du-
quota.
I've been double dipped.
You're getting got more than once a day?
I'm
It's
so
bad.
sad.
You mean you got you mean you
this
got
isn't
hit
the-
again?
There was another plane?
I hate you all.
Perhaps another plane has come in and
Oh shit, dude.
It's so funny.
We can explain this in the post show. Fuck.
I feel like
We've
Chad
talked about it on
knows.
stream
It
before.
would definitely come up before.
yeah, it came up like last.
Are you getting tilted,
Yeah, I
B?
think
I get so tilted at the towers.
what towers?
They're
Tilted
gone.
towers.
They're gone, there's no towers.
Fuck. A third one.
Terrible job.
Just like the finish. Anyway.
They hit them. Chris, wake up! They hit the Pentagon!
We gotta move on. We can't do this right now.
Thank you for the bit! Remember, Chad, if you subscribe, we gotta pull from the Wheel of Wonder. Or not the Wheel of Wonder. What is this fucking Webkins? The Wheel of Wow!
I can promise you.
Oh my god!
I can promise you there is no card in that deck that deals with towers.
Are you sure? Are you confident?
I'm going to look through all of them right now. Keep running the
God.
game.
You wouldn't mark a plier.
Wait,
I
got
have
the
nothing
card.
meaningful to contribute to this conversation. Please continue.
I didn't even pick a song. I was supposed to pick a song.
God.
We were being too funny.
We were being
Oh,
too
I'm
funny.
so
I need
mad.
So
music.
hilarious.
I'm so mad.
And I don't want to just do funny circus music. I usually do funny circus music when you're at the circus, but you're... Oh, fuck it, I'll think of music later. Or I'll just harass me again.
Oh.
So you are all actually brought back to the circus, train. Since it's been like an hour or two with you guys going off on your various tasks, and mostly everyone is accounted for. But now people need help at the circus itself. Namely, the Vulture Queen is assigning you all on cleanup duty. She does not need the train fixed. They're going to handle that for you later if all goes well. But she needs the mess contained. Be that cleaning up discarded shrapnel or props, putting pieces of the train back together, cleaning people or hurt people, you know, like tending to people around the circus. Basically, you are specifically being sent to help with cleanup duty for a little bit at the crash site, where you both need to clean up the train and the buildings surrounding it that it crushed into little bits.
Okay.
Ow. Any ideas? Any takers?
Can
I got mate. No, you first. You first.
I was gonna say, can I justify an investigation check that I'm looking around to make sure that we're not missing anything important as we pick up stuff and move it about?
Yeah, I think you can do a funny little investigation check, kind of put your nose to the grindstone, kind of scamper and skitter.
Yeah. Come on, Phoebe, don't fail me again. B, do not volunteer to help me. I rolled a nat 20.
Let's fucking go.
Hooray!
Nice.
Fweeby, describe this nat 20 to me. How good are you doing a scamper? How are you locking
I'm
in?
so scampery. So people are moving about. They're picking stuff up. They're moving it around. They're making sure, oh, we're not missing any parts of the train. And she uses her little knowledge from getting caught. Well, first of all, she avoids Saray like the plague. But she goes over and she makes sure, because she saw the pieces of the engine earlier when she was thinking about snatching one of them, and she makes sure someone steps over this little tiny piece that gets mistaken for scrap, and she goes around and makes sure that we got all those pieces. She points out, no, we got to get these last couple pieces, otherwise the engine won't run. And we wouldn't want to be without a working engine.
I think
She's being spiteful about it.
As you're gathering those pieces, there's one really big piece of debris that some of the little pieces are stuck under, and you see a pair of arms grab onto them and lift that piece of scrap up over the air, and you see the familiar face of Vetniana.
Oh, yay!
Refresher for the chat, the Yuanti woman who runs the hammer strength test game. You're doing well,
My
little
mental
cub.
mom figure. Oh. Thanks.
Are you going to pick up pieces, or am I holding this for my health?
I will go do that. She quickly goes foop, 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 and catches and picks them all up. Holds them in her skirt.
She yeets the scrap onto, the top of the train that you guys are close to, before nodding. I will help, Kitty.
Nod back.
And she picks up some of the heavier pieces of scrap and walks with you, as things are brought over to Saya to help put the train engine back together.
Yippee.
You got help from Mom!
It's a good day.
I am happy to relinquish this if someone else would like to do it, because I have other things I can do. But I think I might do a sleight of hand and sort of kind of following Phoebe, pick up any of the very, very small pieces that people might have missed.
You got it. Roll sleight of hand for me, please. Sorry, my throat is so dry.
You're good, you're good. Oh my god. I'm either rolling like ass or great. That's, oh god, math. 25, 17 plus 8, is that correct? Is that 25? Am I mathing correctly? Either way, it's good.
Either way, that's insane. Yeah, that's gonna cover it. Jesus. This is supposed to be hard.
Spirit wants to prove himself to his mom so badly.
As you're picking up these little pieces, you're also doing a scamper. I imagine now that you're more kitty-like, you're kind of like leaning into it a bit more because it's not the fucking rings hiding it.
Yeah, he's trying to cover everything with a big old cloak for the most part. But if he's off away from people, he's doing a little kitty scamper, digging in the dirt.
And then you hear a familiar name. Or if a familiar name, Jesus Christmas, a familiar voice. Good eyes, Fleabag. And you see approaching is Passion.
Spirit frowns to himself for half a second before turning around. Hello, Passion. Yes, just picking up the, tiny bits.
I think I can help you out with that. You got a good eye going on right now. Want to lift?
Well, thank you then. Absolutely.
And basically, using their prosthetic legs, they kind of hook you under the arms, and they lift themselves up into the air with you, and basically have you point out the scraps so that they can bend down and you can grab it, and then they pull you back up, and then you point out another piece and they bend down so you can grab it, kind of helping streamline the process. You got help from Passion.
Excellent, my bestie.
Your bestie.
Oh yeah.
Who's never made anyone upset ever in their life.
No, never. They cause zero problems.
Alrighty. Success for spirits, success for Fabo? For Fabo? Beloved sweet boy Fabo? I don't know what this bit is.
Phoebe is Fabo.
Gender bend Phoebe. I need Art of Fabo now.
I also need Art of
That's
Fabo.
awful.
Alright, who's next?
I have an idea.
Oh, what is your idea?
I would like to roll Arcana with the idea being that I'm using Mage Hand and Telekinesis, being a psionic.
Okay. Yeah, and you didn't roll Arcana before, right?
Nope.
Okay.
It was an
I can
insight
never remember.
Yeah. It was insight and then a con roll.
Awesome. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. 19,423.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah.
I should have
We're
raised...
getting all our good luck now.
Even if I raised the DC.
Listen, it just means that whenever we eventually do combat, we're gonna get our faces kicked in. And we fight.
Well, this also means that... It's fine.
Dog, it's a law of equivalent exchange.
It is the law of
We do
equivalent exchange.
really
Our luck
good
will come around.
on... do really good on skill checks, and then when it comes time for an important combat encounter, no one can hit anything.
And we roll like dog shit.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And we can't make our saves.
It's fine.
Oh, I think I know who would be funny to help you out. So what did you say you were doing again?
I was just using like a mage hand to like lift things up and move without using my hands physically.
Okay. So there isn't really a good character for this. So I think instead I am opting to go for the funny option.
Okay.
You hear the tiny pitter-patter of feet approach you.
Oh my god!
As you see Sploosh, beloved Kenku, staring up at you.
Oh, hello, Sploosh.
Hello, Sploosh!
How can I help you?
Help you! Sploosh,
Oh.
help you!
Thank you, Sploosh. You can just pick up a few things over there, and I can handle the rest of this. And just gestures to the mage hand.
Things!
Yes.
Sploosh brings you a surprising amount of things. It is the energy of a child who has been cracked up something awful on sugar. As Sploosh, the little corvid instincts are kicking in. And well within the time that you have gathered your own pile of scrap, you look down and you see that your feet, you are like utterly surrounded by scraps and trinkets and discarded metals.
Oh, I see.
See? Scrap!
Yes, but is there anything in particular you want me to do with this?
Do with this? And they point at the train. And give you a little salute.
Oh, thank you, Sploosh.
Thank you, Sploosh!
They just lift up the stuff with their mage hand and put it in a separate pile.
Scrap.
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 Sploosh!
Like sage nod at that last scrap.
They put their arms up. Sploosh!
Yes.
They put their arms up higher, pointing towards you. Sploosh!
Do you want me to lift you?
Lift you?
I can see if I can. I'm gonna try and use my magic to lift Sploosh.
For sake of high roll, you lift Sploosh. You can put them on top of the scrap pile.
Yep.
They will rain upon it with an iron fist. Alright.
I choose to believe Sploosh is dancing on the pile.
Oh, like 100%. Sploosh is not seeing this as a rescue effort. Sploosh is seeing this as a dragon horde. Corvid nest. His people. Guy! Oh.
Beautiful. No, I let Sploosh dance on the pile.
Okay, so after thinking it over, I think the route that I'm gonna take is that we already have people in the way of handling things in and around the wreckage. But what about underneath the wreckage? So my thought process here is I want to roll stealth, and despite the fact the guy is very much a lanky beanpole, I want to have him kind of contort and maneuver underneath the wreckage in a manner that would be appropriate for only someone of his weird, gangly stature.
So what check would that be?
I was intending to roll stealth.
Gotcha. Sorry, there were a lot of words.
It's fine. I can see what's happening right now.
Yes. You can totally roll stealth. To
Alright.
wiggle and worm your way under the train.
Alright, so I have a +6 to that, which that's probably about as we're gonna get. So +6. Oh, that was incredibly good. Wow, that's a 24.
Jesus.
Y'all. See, dude, law of equivalent exchange. Wait until we get a combat encounter. No one's gonna get anything. It's gonna be bad. Like, I don't want to speak things into reality, but it's gonna be bad.
Alright. While you're under the train, I think you're gonna meet a character who I don't actually think any of you all have talked to yet.
Ooh.
But a person who has kind of been, digging around, and also kind of poking around, because he can actually dig holes, is actually one of the members of the Freak Show. They're a Haringen person who has little horns, and, like, their bunny feet kind of end in more like deer hooves. And I think you would have heard word about this person. This is Skipper Jack.
Alright.
And this little...
I'm following along here, I'm following along.
Yes. And as you're, successfully, like, looking for trinkets and treasures under here, he kind of perks up, and he's like, hello there.
Whew. Hey, sorry. Amy, you're right. Hi. I don't mean to be, interrupting on, not entirely sure what exactly it is you're doing here, but I thought that maybe I could, and this sounds kind of weird given the way that I look, but I was gonna try to squeeze underneath the wreckage a little bit, see if we could find anything potentially worth salvaging.
Oh, well, I was digging holes because I was gonna hope that would help us, get this hole out of the hole. Kind of like digging a trench that we could get a better grip underneath everything. But, you sound like you're doing something more productive. Do you need help with that?
Well, hold on a second. No, that's super productive what it is that you're doing. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to get the train back up and running inevitably, but why don't we work together on this? Maybe if you can help me squeeze underneath here a little bit, clean away some of the dirt and debris and wreckage that's stopping me from getting to wriggle underneath properly. And why don't we do this? I'll help you dig a hole. Dig that hole you're working on a little deeper. I'm sure we got, something I can use in the way of tools around here. I'll just dig with my hands.
I mean, I dig with my hands, so yeah, we'll be hand buddies.
I like the sound of this already. I've now dug 2 holes. One in my dreams, and one in real life. Well, I've obviously dug more holes than that, but, beggars can't be choosers. Come on, let's get to work.
I also have dreams about digging holes.
Please tell me more about your hole-digging dreams while we work on this.
That's awesome.
I am eager to listen.
I'm Skipper Jack.
Guy. Marshall Guy, but, you can just call me Guy.
Awesome. Great. I'm so excited to meet another person who's so excited about holes.
And you two dig together.
Yeah.
Hole buddies.
I love that. What the hell?
I want to know more about your hole digging dreams. It's gonna live in my head rent free.
That's so cute.
I love hole buddies. Give us 2 seconds, chat, as I need to, talk to my players.
Yo.
All good, chat. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's good. Sorry, I just had to check. Ow. My body.
Let me
So-
pull up the Google Doc. I need to reference the Google.
We love the Google Doc.
I should also look at the Google Doc.
The Google Doc's our best friend.
Where's the Google Doc?
You also have a bit of
It's
time
under
before the
Circus
Google Doc.
Denizens.
It's under
The
Circus Denizens.
you-
Thank you.
You also have a bit of time before the Google Doc as the
Cool.
Vulture Queen wants to talk to you all again. Let me pull up a song
Vulture-
for that now that we're not like yeah?
I guess I won't bother to roll.
Roll what? Wait, did I forget about Daeriel? I'm stupid. Never mind. Fuck you.
Daeriel, go!
I was just gonna roll a perception check to see, where, we could find loose boulders so that we could, roll some down a hill, use some gravity.
Well, that's a really good
Yeah.
idea, and I'm stupid, and you get free inspiration because I'm a bad DM who forgot about you.
That's gonna be a 16.
That's awesome. That passes the check. Let me think of who's gonna help me with boulder
The
activity.
inspiration and
I'm
run.
so mad. I'm so sorry. That explains
all
why
good.
you are all giving me weird looks. Oh, I'm so dumb.
You're fine.
You're fine. It happens.
You know what? I'm also gonna give you a character that no one's interacted with yet.
Okay.
Fuck, what's your name? I know it. I have it written down. It's either Camellia or Camille. I need to double check.
I think it's Camille.
I think it's Camille.
Looking at the Google Doc.
I'm also looking at the Google
So
Doc.
fast.
There's so many
Where
people
is
in
it?
this Google Doc.
There's too many people in the Google Doc.
Baby girl, where are you?
Carmillion
Carmillion.
is her name.
Carmillion.
Carmillion.
No, you can't hit me with fucking baby girl. Where are you?
What do you mean?
You can't do that.
That's how I talk.
No, this is totally unrelated. I thought you were referencing something else.
I wasn't. I'm just stupid.
No. Boyfriend ASMRs are so funny.
Oh, I love boyfriend ASMRs. All right.
There's one that has become a weird vocal stem, and we don't even say the full thing. It's just the one part where he goes, "Baby girl, where are you?" I need to find the clip now. I'll put it in chat.
That's important.
But, like,
That's extremely important.
please
really
keep
good.
going.
Carmillion. Fuck, I have to get back into it. Daeriel, as you have since found boulders, so you're rolling boulders to like knock them into the train, right? Did I understand that right?
We're rolling boulders to like clear some of the debris. Like, move. I can see where there's like one boulder that's like, if we push that one, then we're gonna cause a little small controlled little avalanche to get rid of some of the stuff in the way. You know what I mean?
You're going to like push this this boulder, and it's heavy, and you're struggling, and you hear the clopping of hooves as a centaur woman approaches you. Now, howdy there, darling. You look like y'all could use a bit of help.
Yeah, thank you. I just figured if we push this boulder, we might be able to clear a few more along the way.
You're from the security team, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm Daeriel.
Hi, Daeriel. Nice to meet you. Name's Carmillion. I run not the Ferris wheel. God, fucking damn it. I think I hit my head a little too hard during that fall. I run the carousel.
Oh dear.
I carved the horses
that's
and
nice.
animals myself. So, I'm a bit used to, having to throw my weight around. As you see her kind of eyeing up this boulder, and she kind of turns to face away from it. You got wings, you'll be fine. As she kicks up and bucks the boulder, causing it to tumble down.
Huh? There is absolutely the little like flap up and then like come back down that like birds do when like something startled them, but like when they realize it's not an actual threat. Yeah. Daeriel does a little oh, well, that was certainly more effective.
I thought it might be useful. This kind of terrain ain't really my style. A bit too, vertical. So I'm glad I was able to find something I could help out with.
Well, I appreciated the help for sure.
Anything y'all else need pushing?
Let me take a look, and like Daeriel will like take a look around and like point out boulders to like move.
Yeah, Carmillion will happily continue to buck for you.
Dear God.
Like bucking a tree. Alright. I don't think I've forgotten about anyone else. Do I owe anyone else inspiration?
I think you're good.
It's like, speak now or forever hold your peace. You're laughing at me.
No, I think we're good.
The DM fucked up and you're laughing at me.
Well, Discord Discord cut out right when you said P.
Oh.
Yeah, Discord made you say forever hold your peace.
God damn
It was
it.
really funny.
Well,
I
does
thought I
anyone
was the
need to
only
go
one.
pee?
Discord lagged for like half a second.
Forever hold your peace.
God, we're very mature on this stream.
Yeah.
Talking about holes and peeing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm sorry, I need a second again. What the fuck am I gonna do with you guys?
I don't know. We said we're on an energy today. This is kind of what you expected.
It's not. It never is. I never know what to expect with you guys. I love
Fair.
you all dearly. I want better music for this. It's triumphant. I need something triumphant. It's good, casual, upbeat music for completing quest.
Hey, apologies. I was
You all good?
I think we got roommated for a second.
That's okay.
Mhm.
Everyone say hi to Bubbly's roommate.
Hello.
Hi, roommate.
Chat, can we get a hi roommate? Here, someone do a funny bit.
I don't know how we're gonna do a funny bit. Bubbly's not here. I'm still looking at the Google Doc. I don't know.
I'm not even doing a bit, it's just in my head.
I need, like, video game victory music, but not, like, actually, like,
Video
a
game
victory
victory music.
theme. I don't know.
My I'm
Sorry.
I hate that my first thought was dun 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 dun.
I'm just trying to think of an...
Dun,
Seven victory theme is baller, man. Or Jehovah? Oh my god. Genova's theme. I'm so sorry.
That's a very different Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's who silenced Sephiroth.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
chat.
mean,
The
I feel like Sephiroth like would vibe though.
the New Testament would go very differently if Sephiroth was about.
Well, like Sephiroth would like be at the top, right? He'd be like the Watchtower or whatever.
I don't
This
think
is your bit,
I don't
Sleepy.
think,
We're making fun of
I
the
don't-
Jehovah's
No, I
Witnesses. Are you
appreciate it.
happy?
I don't think the ancient Romans could have
I have an
handled
idea.
Sephiroth. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm quoting that. That's funny.
I don't think Julius Caesar could take Sephiroth. I don't think that's happening.
Sephiroth would have stabbed Caesar. It would have been great.
They
mean,
would not
thank you,
have
Bubbly.
killed 400
we
people.
we are aware of the fact that Caesar is weak to stabbing. Like that was
Yeah.
a known fact.
Yeah, but it would have only been one person involved. Like Brutus wouldn't have even needed to wake up that day. He could have slept in. Sephiroth's got it.
but
Okay,
but then
I
is
found the bet. I found the bet that we're gonna do, guys. I've
then-
looked up quotes from Julius Caesar, and I'm gonna replace one word with Sephiroth.
I was gonna say,
Alright.
does that make
Not
Julius
that I
Caesar
love
Aerith though?
Sephiroth less, but that I loved Final Fantasy VII more.
Oh my god.
Try
No.
Sephiroth and let slip the dogs of Final Fantasy VII.
What?
I love the name of Sephiroth more than I fear Final Fantasy VII. I came, I saw, I conquered Sephiroth in parentheses.
I
Latin. The die is Sephiroth. The Sephiroth is cast.
Oh my
Sephiroth is the
God.
teacher of all things, or experience is the Sephiroth of all things. Both are funny. And to Sephiroth, honestly, that's the best one. Immediately followed by Sephiroth, now be still, I killed nothing with half so good a Final Fantasy VII.
I found a track.
Now you gotta play the one-winged angel.
Uh-huh.
You want
You
one
can
winged
have
angel?
One-winged angel.
Oh boy, I have more quotes. How much time do you need, Sleepy?
I don't, but I'll play.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll play one winged
stop now.
angel for you. We can
Please
get.
don't.
Dubstep.
I needed it for
Dubstep
something
version.
else. I needed it for something else.
Why did you ever possibly get a dubstep version?
Because there was a tiny sheep that was going to kick Krampus in the balls. This is not a bit. This happened in a D&D game I ran. Is this what you wanted? E2 Sephiroth?
A2. God.
Dog, I had so many more quotes I could have.
Well,
He could have Sephirothized.
you have 1 minute.
I have 1 minute. Okay, hold on.
Rapid
Oh,
fire, go.
shit. No, I'm typing in the wrong. I'm typing in the wrong tab. Julius Caesar quotes. Brady quote. Yeah, sure. Hold on. Why does it need? It is easier to find Sephiroth who will volunteer to die than to find those who are willing to endure Final Fantasy VII with patience. If you must break Final Fantasy VII, do it to see Sephiroth. In all other cases, observe it. I had rather be first in a Final Fantasy VII than second at Sephiroth. The Sephiroth is cast. Also, the alternative, the die is Sephiroth. Or the Final Fantasy VII is Sephiroth. I am prepared to resort to Sephiroth to submit to anything for the sake of Final Fantasy VII. In Final Fantasy VII, events of Sephiroth are the... No, wait! In Final Fantasy VII, events of importance are the result of Sephiroth! That's just the plot! That's just the plot!
Oh my
I
God,
feel
then
like
you
we
win
have to
Final
end it there.
Fantasy VII.
We win Final Fantasy VII, guys.
We
Oh my
did it.
God.
There are tears streaming down my face.
Sleepy, I would like to request taking twice my health in damage.
What, that caused a lot of damage?
Sephiroth just
You know
stabs
what?
Guy and he dies.
You know what? B was 17.
He's gone.
B was
Daddy killed
17. Where the fuck are you?
Sephiroth got him.
Sephiroth got B.
Oh.
Oh
I-
my God.
I was gonna have him pull a card.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
You know what?
Yeah.
After that, deserved.
Where
This
the
guy gets
fuck
affected
did
by the
he
next
go?
Hello.
I don't.
B, where did you
Oh.
go?
B is
I had a break that I had to do.
You abandoned us in our time of need.
I had to pee real bad. We were doing this bit.
You missed Sephiroth.
You missed Sephiroth. Pull a
What did I
card.
miss?
Pull a card. And it's gonna
fucking
affect
card.
it's gonna affect
Just pull a
you
card.
and Guy.
Sleepy.
Tyler Sephiroth too close to the sun and now we have to pull a card or Guy has to die instantly.
Yes, Guy? I mean Tyler, fuck.
Oh, I was just saying. B, for context, I read off an entire web page of Julius Caesar quotes, but was replacing keywords with either Sephiroth or Final Fantasy VII. And
Beautiful.
this is my punishment.
All right, the card is.
Like Icarus, my wax fucking wings.
The nearest creature turns into a toad until you kiss it.
I said this would affect you and Guy. I'm gonna roll a D20. Which one of you fuckers is taking even, and which one of you fuckers is taking odd?
I'll
Yeah,
take Ethan.
Alright, fuck it, we go odds.
You're the one who
Alright.
said the Julius Caesar quote. I'd say that's a bit more odd.
You know what?
Guy turns into a frog, and the only person who can turn him back is if Chris kisses him.
No!
Oh
no!
my god.
Are we? Like, does it get into war psyche?
Oh, you are consumed.
Hello. I should be back
Hi.
now.
You are back.
Do we know this, or is the information that Chris has to kiss a frog beamed into our psyches?
You
Yeah, that's the
feel the
question.
weird magical pulse, the weird chaotic energy pulse that happens every time one of these damn cards gets pulled. Guy, you know you are a frog. Everyone sees Guy get turned into a frog.
Oop.
It is only Guy and Chrysanthemum who know that they need to share an intimate moment of lip-to-lip action.
What just happened?
I just turned into a frog.
Yeah. Did someone cast a spell?
No, I think it's the same source of magic that sent us the puppies.
Oh. That's a very scary force of magic.
Agreed.
How do we turn him back?
You know the fairy tale about the frog?
Phoebe's eyes light up.
There's a lot of fairy tales about frogs.
What, Phoebe, your eyes lit up. What do you think it has to be?
Well, there's a couple frog stories. So either. Well, one of them doesn't make sense because there's a story about crossing a river with a frog, but usually the frog dies in that one.
Yeah,
so
there's
it
a
can't be
scorpion.
that one. Yeah, and there's no scorpion here, so it can't be that one. So,
A scorpion scuttles by. You are in a desert.
What?
well,
It's a little one. It's not bigger than
So,
Guy,
no,
but for
that's-
comedic
either
effect.
either we have to stab Guy as a frog, or someone's gotta kiss him.
Well, I'm out.
You're the healer.
Why do you believe me?
I'll
It's
do
a
it.
safe bet. Chris is lying.
Chris is lying.
Is that an offer from
Uh,
Phoebe?
Yeah, Phoebe is in fact like, man, I could be a princess. I could kiss the frog and turn him into a guy.
Oh shit, Daeriel
Turn
is
him into a guy. Wait,
Oh my God.
yeah, Daeriel's
Wait, Daeriel is a princess! Wait!
Oh, it's an actual princess. She hits an Asian.
Wait, that might be so good! That might be so good! Oh my god, you're literal royalty!
She volunteers herself and she says out loud, well, see, I guess I could play. I'm not a real princess, but I could. And then she slow turns.
Daeriel has a look on her face like this was not included in my list of royal duties.
It is
I would
how
certainly hope not.
It is how the story goes.
Guy Frog,
God.
how do you feel about this? Because you know you have the psychic link that you know that Chrysanthemum needs to kiss you.
I don't have anything witty for this. No, honestly, my cosmic comeuppance. In the funniest way possible. Well, being that Guy can't communicate, to my understanding at the very least.
You could communicate as a frog could.
Wait,
Well, outside of letting out the terrified equivalent of a frog-based yelp when the comically small scorpion scuttles by. Excuse me for just a moment. Sorry, I'm not coughing into the mic.
You're all good.
Guy is probably glancing between everyone as they try to formulate an answer as to how to turn him back into a guy and not a frog. And is willing for pretty much any option that the party presents, regardless of what the explicitly stated terms and conditions of the, and I'm throwing up air quotes here, curse is. More so just he wants to stop being a frog.
Valid and fair. Who's kissing him?
I think. Oh, you go first, Chris.
Chris is gonna try and be like, no, I mean, Daeriel, that is how the story goes. Like, they're hoping beyond hope they can get away with this.
Daeriel, do you kiss that frog?
You're gonna owe me for this guy. You're gonna owe me if it doesn't work, too. To be clear.
Frog guy makes a frog equivalent sound of what you could only expect were guy here and able to properly communicate these thoughts and feelings. Something to the effect of, yeah, no, I understand, and quite frankly, I'm sorry.
There's a lot of emotion behind that croak.
A little smooch on the top of his froggy head.
Nothing happens.
I was expecting some, like, sparkles or some shit, I don't know.
Okay, so it wasn't Daeriel.
I already said I'm not kissing.
You know a lot about this, Chris. Why are you taking charge all of a sudden?
Well, I have the clipboard.
Oh yeah, what does your clipboard say about
kiss
kissing
him now?
frogs?
I don't know.
Guys,
I
we're in
just
a
need-
cave. We're cave inspectors. He's a cave inspector.
That's right.
I
I'm
think
back
that
to
makes
being a
it
king.
qualify for frog kissing. Daryl will shove Guy in Chris's face. So I imagine
Alright.
she picked him up.
Yeah, alright, fucking fine. Bet? And then he will mimic the exact action of Daeriel.
No, you know it's gotta be on the lips, the froggy
No.
lips.
I hate this. When it doesn't work, Chris just kind of looks at everyone and just goes, wait. I have a realization. I hate you all. Chris will do it.
Chris, you kiss Guy on the lips. There is a font of chaotic magic as Guy, like Princess Zelda appearing in a flash of golden light, is now in this, like, nice princely outfit with a little crown and everything. And it is...
Immediate shove.
Spirit just starts laughing.
Oh, can't
this
wait
is-
to tell Jem
is
this.
too good. This is so funny.
I hate all of you. We got Guy back, isn't that what's important?
I
Well,
feel like
guys,
Guy
this
is
is
like
the
a
craziest thing I've
beautiful
ever
prince,
looked.
but is still like covered in a layer of grime.
Yeah.
And you know what? You look better than I think you've ever looked, my friend.
I kind of just look sad. Like, he shuffles over in the direction of Chris and just kind of places a hand on his shoulder and just, hey, I appreciate it.
I'm glad that you're no
I'm
longer
sorry
a fan.
about...
Don't be sorry. It was a strange magical occurrence. It had to be done.
No, I'm a survival expert. I should be more careful when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Hey, no one could have predicted. Alright.
I have my clothes back now.
I don't know where they went. but,
In a
sure.
in a magic little puff of purple magic, your clothes are in front of you. You can choose to put them back on magically or not if you want. It's like
I'm gonna
a
go
free
get
outfit
changed in the
swap.
wreckage. You know what? As my cosmic comeuppance for this, just want to double check one thing. Chris, Daeriel, please add 1 gold to your inventory each.
Oh god!
I will give each of them 1 gold.
Aw.
Aw.
That's fair,
So
Guy.
that brings my
Yeah.
13 down to 15. Well, my 15 down to 13, rather.
You do have a nice new prince outfit that you can change into whenever you want.
That is cool.
Guy begins repacking all of his things, and he notices the the talisman kind of, like, wiggle and move of its own volition, and you can hear him talking to it from probably a stage whisper who's distance away from inside the wreckage. Just, no one enjoyed that. I didn't enjoy that. Chris didn't enjoy that. No one enjoyed that. Daeriel didn't enjoy that. I didn't enjoy that. No one enjoyed that. Why are you saying you enjoyed that?
I'm gonna
Guy
stop.
emerges a few minutes later. Alright, Ultra Queen.
Right.
Keeping the garb, but Ultra Queen, without any more frog shenanigans. Please.
One can hope.
For comedic effect, the scorpion scuttles by.
Once again, Guy gives a now regular Guy yelp as the scorpion scuttles past him.
That was
We'll
incredible.
say for comedic effect, he leaps upwards almost as if intending to fall into someone's arms and then directly misses. Like real rut-row raggy motion, but no one catches him.
Fucking credible. You all go to the Vulture Queen. That was that was amazing. That was incredible. She sees you all, kind of rolls her shoulder, and nods approvingly. I have to admit, I was hopeful that you all would do well, but I wasn't expecting you to surpass my high expectations. I can't say I expected lowly of you. I expected you to succeed because the consequences for failing were, you know, kind of tilts her head.
Clear.
Well, a deal's a deal. Since you pass with flying. Excuse me. It's the dust, you know how it is. But since you all pass with flying colors, that means that you are one of us now. Which means that we'll repair your train. And you see Scrapper kind of kick his foot into the ground, just like, oh man! And that also means that I can entrust you all with assisting me in dealing with the threat that's been plaguing not only my city, but now your train. Remember how I mentioned that I knew what caused this to happen?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the legend of the Great Desert Worm?
No.
Guy, you can roll history if you'd like.
Ooh, fun.
As you were from this desert, you lived here for a bit. I assume even before you joined up with Phoebe and Daeriel.
Oh, no, absolutely. Desert worm. Desert worm. Desert worm. Oh, and I am once again reminded that I have a negative mod for history. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to throw literally every additional bonus that I can to this. So, history! Oh, that almost was a natural 20. You know what? I'm going to lucky that. Because I was only 8 in the die, so it would have been a 7.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it'll be just a little better. We'll roll again.
We'll roll again.
Roll again.
We'll roll again.
That is, okay, comparatively better. That's a 14, well, that's a 15, but with the -1 mod, it's 14. I am going to Knowledge from a Past Life and Boon of the Talisman this, just for a higher score. net. So a d6 and a d4. Oh my god. Wow, that was a highest possible roll for both of those. So
Hell
that's
yeah.
an additional 10. I just want to check dice history real quick. Okay, so that's a 14. The additive 10. So that's a 24 for the sandworm.
24. It's not a sandworm, it's the desert worm. Guy, you remember legends and lore of the giant worm that is the scourge of the wasteland. And the horror comes because it's not like other desert worms. It's not like a purple worm. It's not natural. This thing is demonic in origin. A divergent of the great parasitic hive mind demon that dwells deep within this desert, that has been rumored to have existed as long as basically ever since the Great War that turned this continent into the hellscape it has existed. But you also know that the reason it's a legend is it's usually only found in the middle of the fuck-ass desert or by the giant crater that is still actively, like the Gulf crater area that is still actively leaking, like, massive waves of magical radiation.
Yeah, as Guy progressively recollects all of this knowledge pertaining to the historic relevancy of this worm in relation to the desert and all of the lore implications that it carries upon mention of it, Guy goes pale white. I mean, let's be realistically here. Guy's a conspiracy theorist, and even if there's no quantifiable hard evidence, things that even have the slightest of red thread connection between them is more than enough evidence for him to be afraid of it.
She kind of, like, looks at you like, so you know of it.
I might have a, Guy's kind of fiddling with his hands as he tries to brute force his way through this social interaction without making himself out to be an even bigger coward. I might have a couple theories on the matter of the worm and all the lore and historical implications of it, given the current state of the desert, and some of the overarching potential consequences should that worm be allowed to run rampant, and how it could further affect life out here in and of as a whole. Just a hunch.
And that's why I've been worried. I've seen the telltale signs, not only of new holes and caverns and caves been appearing, but they're all slick with this strange, sweet-smelling ooze. And on top of that, Mutt's been itchy. Plasmoids shouldn't be itchy. I think we got us a worm problem. And I need your help to rout it. There's no way in hell we could kill the damn thing. But don't worry. When I said we, I meant we. If you've earned the favor of my people, that means you've all got something to prove at least. Bit of moxie. So I'll be assisting in this endeavor. Meanwhile, Scrapper and Mutt will be fixing up your train. Understood.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure, no problem. Deal with the worm. Yeah, deal with the worm.
She walks up to you, Guy. Her large, intimidating frame. She kind of leans down and puts a hand on your shoulder. You proved to me today you're one of us, right?
I surely would hope so at this point.
Then you're gonna fight like one of us. I know you can do it. I got a lot of people living here. A lot of people who haven't had the chance to live a cushy life in a circus like you. So you should know that these people need someone to fight for them, right?
Oh, no, you're right. I can't run away from this. Even if I don't want, I gotta face this head on. You know, life in the wastelands it's already bad enough as is. I promise I'll help out.
She kind
All
of
of us.
moves your goggles down over your eyes for you and ruffles your hair. Good kid. I'll see you all in a few hours. Gather what supplies you need. Be ready to fight. And she will walk off. With the promise of worm fight next time.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Big worm. Big worm.
Big worm.
Big wham.
That is not the end of session though, so we still got some time. So we're gonna do some loyalty missions. Probably some shorter scenes just to push us through to the end. It's been a more lax section, and I've been having fun. I think we needed a silly session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta get silly.
I haven't been silly in a while.
I can go first if folks do not have preference. I have an idea.
Ooh, what's your idea?
I know it's I know I have talked to this person quite a bit, but with the fact that of the popped off arm thing, I do think Chris would go check in on Jem.
Biba 17 when Gem of Eve Amberstone.
Yeah.
I love you. You're based for it. It's just very... I have to poke a little fun.
No, it's valid. You also realize you opened session on Jem having to repair themselves.
I
The
was
sympathy is high.
trying to cite characters that you would give a shit about.
Yeah, you did a good job of it. I give a shit.
Let me... Do you have a song in mind?
Not particularly. I did not think about it.
Oh my god, what is that name of that one Pokemon track I'm thinking of? Is it Snow Point City? I don't think it's Snow Point City. It's not. No, it's the one in fucking Kalos that I use all the time. Bubby, I need you.
Oh, what's the name of the Kalos Snow area? I remember the gym leader's name.
Yeah, it's Wolfric. Bubby.
What do you want?
Pokemon X and Y, Snowtown.
Ooh.
It's Snowbound.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is.
I like that track for Gem. Awesome. You find her, kind of just sitting on a crate. She has her severed arm, pressed to herself as it's kind of slowly starting. You see little bits of crystal starting to reform each other, fix itself, essentially.
Yeah. I'm going to just, slowly walk up. Hello, Jem.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Are you doing all right?
I'm okay. I had a bit of trouble, but the crash certainly could have been worse. There's more that could have fallen off, you know this.
I do, but I guess I wanted to come by and ask if there's any way I can help.
It's really just time for something like this. I sit and I wait, and it'll grow back. One of the advantages of being me. I break, but it's not permanent.
Right.
You seem stressed.
A lot's happened. And we've garnered the favor of the Vulture Queen, thankfully.
I'm going to assume that's the very big scary lady you were talking to.
Yes, she's going to have people help us repair the train and get us out of here soon.
That's good.
The alternative was all of us dying if we did not prove ourselves to her, so I think we did a good job.
Jem kind of rubs her arm. You know, more than she already was.
You know I wouldn't have let that happen, right?
I know, but still, it was good that we took care of it.
Definitely. I'm proud of you then. I'm sorry that work got pushed off onto you.
It's alright. Alabaster had things to do over here.
She
So
always
she
does.
My dreams acted up again as well.
I had a feeling. Phoebe and I talked. It wasn't anything serious.
Right. One of these days I'm going to come to you and everything will be fine.
That's the hope.
You cut out there, homie, sorry.
Oh, sorry. That's the hope. You, It doesn't seem awful here.
No. We've garnered the respect of the Vulture Queen. Why do you bring that up?
No reason. Just thinking about things.
Right.
Good luck.
Yes, thank you, Jem.
I'll be waiting for you when you finish whatever else you need to do.
Yes, and then maybe... I don't know. What do we even do for fun around here anymore?
She doesn't really have an answer to that. Just kind of shrinking in on herself. Oh, we love awkward conversations.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't...
No, you're fine. I was gonna move on to the next person.
Oh, yeah,
unless...
yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I would like to go talk to, I believe, Phosphor is the costume person.
Yes, Phosphor does do costumes. Loves them. I totally forgot what voice I did for them last time they showed up. It was recent, too.
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Voices are lies and fake.
So true.
What's
Everyone's
the tone
just a
of the
little bit
conversation?
It's fine. Well, now that we are a part of the, inside group, underground group, whatever they said, we gotta look the part now.
That's very funny that you're looking for nice clothes, or I guess mysterious. You know what I mean. I think I know what I want. This fucking Is it one of these? Yeah, it's hotel. There we go.
Beautiful.
You walk up to Phosphor, who is just just idly, you know, taking pictures. As they have their camera. Nothing too important. A lot of people are currently just filling the space.
Mm-hmm. Phosphor, terribly sorry to interrupt your leisure time. But would you mind opening up shop for but a quick moment?
I don't have much of a shop right now, but I could certainly assist in any way you see fit. What do you need, Spirit?
Yes, well, it appears that in helping with our underground, new friends, let's say, we need to be all geared up as the security team to go fight some big worm or something out in the desert. So I am here to pick up, dirt-colored cloaks for everyone, so we all blend in.
You, Spirit Dawn Reaver, want to look like dirt?
Oh, no, not for me,
Willingly?
for everyone else.
Then what are you going to be doing?
Perhaps black. I've been feeling in a black, but...
Wouldn't that stand out more if everyone else is dressed like dirt?
Layers, then.
So you want to slay while everyone else goes to slay?
Yes, absolutely. He grins. You see the vision.
I see the vision, I just can't say I find the vision very practical.
Well, not all things are practical then, are they?
How about...
Where's your sense of flair for the dramatic? We're at a circus, after all.
I
Everything's
have plenty of flares, Spirit. I simply worry for your safety and well-being.
I'll be fine.
All right, I will make you an outfit to match with the people here with layers and make everyone else dirt-colored cloaks.
I mean, dirt-colored in the sense that everything's all sandy and rust-colored.
So then, camouflage then? Is that more
Yeah,
accurate?
that's probably better.
Okay.
It's a better term for it.
Okay. Just like deep breath and like, okay.
Actually, probably only 3. I think Guy's pretty set. I don't think I need to worry about Guy actually.
Okay, so you know what? Come back in like 2 hours and I'll see what I can scrap
Excellent.
together.
Thank you so much, Phosphor. You're the best.
Don't mention it. Phosphor.
He will leave.
Phosphor then proceeds to make themed outfits for everyone in the group and not just Spirit, as Spirit wanted.
Don't say I never get you anything.
I'm not letting you take credit for this.
No.
Every party member, or I guess more specifically Spirit, Phoebe, Daeriel, and Chris are all dropped off. Cool post-apocalyptic outfits. We can figure those out later.
Yippee.
Yippee.
That's my bit.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
You'll go
I'll
next.
be a big brave boy.
You're so brave.
Alright. So this one's kind of been sitting in my back pocket for a little bit, and I'm stuck between 2 options. Because on one hand, I feel like it would be very pertinent to talk to Mirabelle and Hoff, given the fact that Guy is aware of Mirabelle's history as Monster Hunter, and he's been spending the better portion of today learning about the infrastructure of how this cave system works. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, and this is recency bias speaking, Skipperjack, because hole buddies.
I mean, you did want to talk about his whole dreams.
You're right, I did. So with that in mind, I'll save that one for another time. So Guy is going to go talk with Skipperjack.
Awesome. You find Skipperjack, who is, now digging a hole for fun. You got him real excited on the concept of just holes in general. And so now he's just, like, digging little holes like a kid in the sand. He's like, oh, Mr. Guy, Mr. Marshall, hi, hello. It's good to see you again.
Hey, Skipperjack. I think I just need to take my mind off some things. You mind if I dig a hole with you for a little bit?
I would be honored for a hole digger as skilled as you to come diggery with me.
Aw, come on, man. I'm not all that skilled when it comes to digging holes. Sure, a solid base is founded on the idea of good fortifications. That means digging trenches, but I'm not really all that adept when it comes to the matter of making them as good and as frequently good as you are.
Well, I got bunny advantage, but you have whole dreams. And whole dreams mean something.
They do? I mean, I was more so talking about how I had the chance to go dig a hole and eat grilled meat while I was digging my hole, which obviously, quite frankly, could be any one single person's dream, because gods above, would I kill for another chance to eat great grilled meat while I dig a hole in my dreams. But one person can only be so lucky. But, hey, if there's some deeper significance to that, please inform me.
Well, I was more so just thinking that, holes are such a particular thing. And, so many people love holes and get excited at the concept of a hole, but, they don't have the passion for it to the point where that'll follow you into your dreams. And not only are you getting the joy of hole digging in your dreams, but you're also getting the pure bliss that is perfect, deliciously cooked meat. You were living the dream in that dream. And so, I think that means something, man. I think that means, cosmically, you are a person who understands the inner workings of the underground. Have you ever looked into being a cave inspector? A lot of holes in that business, I heard.
God, the stories I could tell you, Skipperjack. If working as a bodyguard for the circus doesn't work out, then quite frankly, I'm probably going into the cave spelunking business. Or inspecting business, I guess.
Oh wow, that's so cool. I've really enjoyed learning about this plane.
This plane, I'm sorry, I guess it makes sense, yeah. You don't exactly seem like you're, properly accommodated to this plane of existence, if that makes any sense.
Makes total sense. No, I'm from the Fae, and there's a lot of holes everywhere, but a lot of them are portals, like the one I fell through to end up here. But they're not very nice holes. And I used to have a big den that I used to live in with my family back in the Fae, but I haven't been able to find a hole that leads me back there yet, so that's why I started hanging out around here at the circus.
Huh, wow,
It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, no, I just didn't realize they had so many deep connections before you started working at the circus. Quite frankly, I'm sorry you haven't been able to figure out a way to, get back to the Fae from whence you came, or even interact with any of the people who you might have lost contact to along the way, but, you know, you seem happy, all things considered. I mean, is there anything that I can do to, I don't know, make the whole, whole digging process, I don't know, a bit more homely for you, I guess?
Well, home is where the heart is, and you know, my heart is with my friends, so I guess if you don't mind, if you could come with me and like hang out with me and we could keep digging holes together, I think that'd be real swell.
You know what, man? I think I'd like that a lot, actually. You know, take my mind off things, keep my hands busy. Maybe somewhere along the way I can pick up a couple new skills and, you know, I haven't exactly been off this plane of existence before, so, maybe you could tell me what home's like.
Well, I'll happily tell you what it's like. It's really magical and really colorful. Like, you think that, like, this place is colorful and the circus is colorful? They got colors you ain't even seen.
Colors I haven't even seen before. I mean, mind you, I did live out in a desolate wasteland for at least a fair period of time before I decided to hightail it on out of there, but colors I haven't seen before. I can get used to that.
Yeah, I think you're really gonna love Blime.
I'm sorry, Blime threw me off so bad. I have no idea what that is, but, you know, next time that I'm dreaming and I'm thinking about digging a hole, I'm gonna try to imagine what Blime looks like.
It's my favorite color. Not just because I'm losing it. I think that's a good,
No.
good place to end the, end the
That
bit.
is such a good place to end off.
That's great.
Slime.
God.
Can't believe they got shrimp colors.
No motherfuckers ever hear about Blime before?
That's gonna be Guy's new conspiracy when he comes to the rest of the group.
God.
He's gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Guy's gonna, because we used all our luck this session, Guy's gonna roll a nat 1 during the combat next session. Assuming there's a combat next session, he's gonna get knocked on his ass, and we're gonna go, Guy, are you okay? I can see Blime.
I'm putting that in my notes right now. The next time that
God.
The next time I take more than half my hit points in damage, yell, I can see Blime.
I'm gonna
Good shit.
I'm
Good
gonna
shit.
I'm gonna cry. Okay. Got 2 you assholes left, and then we're free from Blime.
God.
With all of the love in my heart, I am still trying to pick a person.
I got it.
finished
I
my
got it.
disco.
I got it. I got it. I got this. You can be last. Figure it out.
Appreciate it.
I was listening. Juno stole mine, so you know.
Oh, sorry.
We're figuring it
Multiple
out.
people can talk to the same person.
No, it's all good. Daeriel is gonna face her fear. She's gonna talk to Todrick.
Oh. Oh, whoa! Oh, whoa! Alright. Alright. Oh, God. God, Todrick time? I gotta pull out Todrick? He's great. I love him.
Love
What
Todrick.
music do we want for
Fucking love
Todrick?
What's
What's
gonna be
the
some
vibe of this weird vibes? This is too nice.
Wait.
Undertale OST 17 Snowy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm vibing. We'll see if it needs to change midway through.
Yeah, I can change it. I can certainly change it if the vibes change.
Okay.
Todrick is, you see him taping up a couple of magic wands that seem to have snapped in the fall.
Ah, I
Don't
see.
worry that tape exists.
Okay. I'm not worried about it. How do we start this? Daeriel's gonna walk up and kind of like wave to get Todrick's attention. Goes, hello. Hey.
Hi there. I don't think we, he kind of like notices you approaching and like puts the wands down in a panic, takes his top hat off and, you know, does a long, deep bow.
Mm-hmm.
It's, nice to meet you. I don't think we've talked.
No, you're friends with Guy, right?
Yeah, friends. Very, very good friends. Nice. Like to talk to him. Yes.
Oh. Well, I'm also friends with Guy. We traveled a lot before we were in the circus.
Oh, that's really nice to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have him roll something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have him roll. We're gonna see how stupid this boy is. Oh, that's a 14. I was really hoping for something more polarizing. I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah. We need a polarizing roll.
I need like a
Here.
That's one more time. One more time. I'll take the median
Okay.
or the average or something. That's a 10.
You
That was a
rolled a
14 and
10?
8 and a 10. I got a 14 and 8 and a 10.
That
Oh
does
my
nothing
God.
for you. What's more interesting?
What is more interesting?
I don't know. I don't know if it's funnier if Daeriel has to break the news herself or if he notices. I'm gonna roll one more time. Surely, the definition of insanity isn't real.
Yes.
5! Thank you. He's clueless.
Great.
And he smiles.
Definition of insanity. More like definition of win-sanity.
What?
I don't
What?
know.
Crazy? I was crazy once. Anyway. Fuck, what was the last thing you said?
She just greeted him and said, "Hi, you know, I've been traveling with Guy, you know, that kind of thing."
Well, is he alright? I'm sure the change in environment and the crashing of everything, probably was not great for his mental health.
He's Guy, so he's as good as he always is.
That is not reassuring.
He hasn't been spotting any, like, you know, weirder conspiracy theories. I don't think he hit his head.
Okay, that's reassuring. But how can I help you, miss?
This is gonna be a really weird question. You're a Nitorum as well, yeah?
Yes, I am.
Have you been home? Like, to what's the country called?
Eden.
Eden. Have you ever been to Eden? In a bit?
Not lately. I left, I'd say about 6 years ago to join the circus. Can't say I've been back since. Have things been okay there? I know that there was well, a change in leadership was on the horizon.
Daeriel's gonna sit on top of something and just like have her like feet dangling and like kicking the rock below her. Yeah. Something like that. How many years ago did Daeriel run away? I don't remember.
I think it was like 4 years.
It was
It was
4 or
4?
5 because we all kind of did stuff around 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
it was 4 or 5. Thank you. I could not remember the number.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What did you think about home? Like, you obviously left, but, like, did you like it?
Well, I certainly didn't hate it. It was home, and there were a lot of people, and I was just a nobody. I was Todrick. So when the circus came by, I thought that I could be more than that, so I joined. A part of me was hoping that I'd be world famous enough to go home and have people already know my name. But that, hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. I haven't been home in a while either.
I'm sorry to hear that. You were from Eden?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kinda ran away.
Oh. I mean, friend of Guy is a friend of mine, but, I probably shouldn't pry. But I can understand the need to run away to some place like this.
I don't know. I was running from a pretty big responsibility. I'm just kind of here.
I came to the circus for more responsibility. Have you found what you're looking for?
You haven't... Daeriel's gonna kind of like put her head in her hands. You haven't seen any magical stabs, have you?
He gets to reroll now. That's an 11. Fuck you, I'm giving it to him. I'm giving that to him.
I think with that prompting.
He just blinks all 4 eyes at once. Like the staff? Like the staff of destruction and repair? Like that staff? You see him start counting on his hands. He looks at you in shock. Princess Mavel!
Daeriel's like, no yelling, no yelling!
He has to put a hand over his mouth, but he immediately, like, prostrates himself in front of you, he's bowing to you. He is on the ground.
That's not what I wanted. No, please! It's Daeriel here. Everyone knows me as Daeriel here. I just... I don't know.
He looks up at you with big panicked eyes. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
You know, when I said I was looking for a staff,
oh no!
You know...
Oh... Does Guy know?
It's not good. It's not good. I'm gonna...
Oh, I've been talking to a princess.
Daeriel puts her head in her hands. Like, that is, technically true, but, you know...
You're supposed to be queen.
I know.
This is very bad, very not good.
I'm just so pathetic. None of them know what to do. Sorry, I'm killing myself.
No, this is very funny.
They're so full of anxiety.
I think you two are going to explode.
Yeah.
Will I die if I touch you?
No.
He
I don't
puts a
think so.
hand on your shoulder. Pat. Reassurance.
Between Guy and Daeriel, fucking traumatizing Todrick. Okay. Anyway, I don't know.
Well, have some natural... Okay. Cool. Queen and country and all that. I really need to rethink my loyalties.
Daeriel just kind of chuckles. I don't know. It just felt like such a big secret. I couldn't keep it in anymore.
Well, I appreciate that you trust me enough, or trust Guy enough to trust me. So, thank you, Your Highness.
Just Daeriel? You have to get in the habit of just calling me Daeriel. Everyone else is gonna be so confused if you start calling me that.
But it feels really wrong to call you anything but that.
I assure you, it'll be fine.
I will try, Your Daerielness.
God. Oh no.
I don't think this conversation gets much more productive after that.
No, I really
No.
don't.
God, I'm obsessed with it though.
Your Daerielness?
You're so stupid. You Daeriel this.
I love them.
So dumb.
Hodrick the Blorbo from my show. Leaves us with one more. Phoebe.
Well, I saw her earlier. Vetiana. I want to talk to her about certain things.
What's the vibe?
Investigating, being definitely not sus.
You know what that means.
Fish.
What?
Fish.
You know what that means?
Oh,
Fish.
I thought you said bitch.
No. I said fish,
I
like
thought-
the meme.
It's just
I
a really
thought-
quiet fish.
I thought you said bitch, like, really quietly.
That's another funny answer. You know what that means? Bitch.
Alright,
It
let's...
doesn't make any fucking sense, but no, fish.
Fish. Alright, let's get this done so I can end this godforsaken session. Vetiana is currently helping, with general repairs, whereas most people are lounging. She is not. She's being
That makes
hot
sense.
and buff.
So based of her, honestly.
Little.
But Phoebe will go up to her while she is doing this, like, clearly, like, can I help?
Of course you can. Carry. And she, like, drops some heavy shit in your arms.
Okay.
Follow.
Sure. Okay, will do.
So what are you needing, little one?
It's just been a little bit, and I wanted to help out, and I was wondering if I could ask you some questions, because, you know, I'm security, and we're moving around more. I should actually learn some more security things. Since, you know, we're surrounded by rocks, how difficult is it to fight rock-like things?
If you are fighting rock, you want smash. If smash is not option, you want explosion.
Okay. Huh.
Have you ever exploded anything before?
Not on purpose.
Prove to me I can trust you with explosion.
Oh god.
You can roll persuasion, or if you have a roll for splode.
Oh god. I'm looking. What's my persuasion? Not good. Do I have anything to roll for Splode? The closest I have is brewer supplies. That is not gonna help me.
Phoebe knows how to make alcohol.
She does. Makes a certain type of cocktail. No, I don't think I have much for it, so I will probably just have persuasion. Come on, Phoebe. This is a flat dice roll. You can do it. I believe in you.
I believe in you, Phoebe.
Oh, that's an 18, Phoebe.
What do you say? What is your conviction?
I think. Let's see. Do I do this in character, or will she not come through me? She starts talking like, well, I know I haven't worked with stuff like that before, but I do know that if anything went wrong, my team has things that could deal with it. And even then, I don't actually want to explode a lot of things. This is a purely hypothetical, highly specific situation in which I would need to fight a rock. Or rock-like things. Or just in general, I think it's important for security to know how these things work because explosions are dangerous anyway. And I know that there are some weird people here who use explosions.
She nods, walks away, walks back with a bundle in her hand. You're ready to receive package?
Am I? Yes. Yes, I am.
She drops it in your hand. Those are 3 fireworks. Stole them from pyrotechnic department. Shoot into whatever you are trying to murderize. They will explode.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. And then she kind of like puts her head down and gets a lot less chipper, like genuinely serious. Thank you. Actually, a lot. Thank you.
I would be upset if you died. Now prove to me you're getting stronger. Hit me.
Yeah, she'll do that without hesitation.
That part doesn't need to be super role played out. She's tested your strength before you pass the persuasion check. But she ruffles your hair. You are continuing to grow. Forge your own path.
I'm trying.
I think you are succeeding. You walk like a woman with purpose. That is more than others can say. There are many people who follow in this environment. I take notice of those who walk in steps that are not their own. Your boots are muddy. That is good.
I'm glad.
Now go kill that rock or whatever. She kind of pushes you off. Not too roughly, but in the, like, you know, this is how I show affection.
Yeah. She does not do anything with these fireworks. They're going to go under her bed or in a bag somewhere very private.
Oh, I thought you were going to bring them to next session. That's fun, though, if you want to save them.
Phoebe has no intention of using them anytime soon.
That's really funny. I thought I was giving you ammo for next session.
Do you want to know what they're for?
Are you gonna explode the circus?
She asked about rock-like things, you know, like rock Genasi.
So funny.
She got bombs to kill Alabaster if it comes to it.
That's so funny.
Oh my fucking god.
That's really funny.
I knew that's what you were doing.
Whoa.
That's so funny.
Holy shit, Phoebe.
Phoebe's playing her own fucking game.
Phoebe trusts no one.
I thought you were getting ready to fight the worm.
No.
Oh God.
Maybe the worm, maybe some other rock-like thing.
Jesus.
It was because Vetiana kept saying, "Oh, you want to fight a rock or whatever?" And she's like, "A rock-like thing." She doesn't trust anything, and she is harming herself if anything weird happens.
In-fucking-credible.
She was told you have to either smash it or explode it, and that's where she got disappointed. She's like, "I can't use my rapier. Here, I will get you bomb." And she went, "You should totally trust me with bomb."
Amazing. Your mic is dying, but that kind of works out because we are at the end of session. This was the silliest session of Circus of Dreams in a while, but honestly, it's a nice change of pace. We've had a lot of heavy plot things happen lately. I think having a nice little funny, goofy session before we get back into the plot and the rest of the campaign as like the midpoint is rapidly approaching. It's horrifying.
Man.
So as for streams coming up, Thursday, 10 p.m. EST, it's super exciting. We're gonna start playing Wander Song.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be streaming something this weekend. It's probably gonna be more Silent Hill because I need to finish playing that game so I can delete it off of my computer. And also just because I really like it.
It is a big file.
It's such a big file. Other than that, I actually don't have a lot of set things except for come back next Thursday, not this Thursday, next Thursday, for episode 2 of The Between. It should run smoother next time, I hope, I pray, I swear to God.
We know what we're doing now. I'm not gonna use abilities that I shouldn't have.
It's gonna be great. I am genuinely very excited, and then we'll see what the fuck's gonna fill the Wednesday slot. Cause it's not spooky month anymore, so I am no longer bound to playing spooky games, but there's also a non-zero chance that I also just use that slot to speedrun Silent Hill 2.
At least for the immediate future, that's fine.
For the immediate future, I really want to play the game, but I also really want to finish the game so I don't have to play the game anymore. As I do scream and cry like a little bitch. But I think that's just about it. The final reminder is to check out the YouTube because I've been super good about getting the VODs out lately. Like the In Stars and Time VODs, like what this music is which from. Yes.
Yes.
Word. Word so good.
Yes.
So please remember to drink water and take care of yourself. Bye-bye!
Bye!